Outgoing Dallas County DA John Cruso goes one-on-one with WFAA after losing to Judge Amber Gibbons.
When I saw problems, I tried to solve them.
A statue honoring law enforcement officers is on display at Globe Life Field. Why it's drawing a concerned response from the Arlington NAACP. The countdown is on for the Java House Grand Prix, taking over the streets of Arlington.
Well, we definitely want everybody to feel safe coming out here. That's going to be our top priority.
Organizers putting on the finishing touches with the big race just a week away. But first, it's a WFAA Weather Alert Day. Our hour-long newscast starts now with Chief Meteorologist Pete Delkus.
Well, good evening, everyone. Yes, we have a tornado watch in effect for the entire Dallas-Fort Worth area and locations north, up the Red River and then right up into Oklahoma. That's until 10 o'clock tonight. That's the bad news. I'll give you the good news in just a moment. We also have a WFA Weather Alert Day. I've been talking about this all week. It's tonight, right through the day tomorrow. Now, the impact tonight could be the potential. We have that potential for tornadoes. We also have the potential for quarter up to golf ball size hail. And we even have the potential for 60 to 70, maybe winds stronger than that. Tomorrow, it's on, and some on and off heavy rain tonight, if a thunderstorm is able to develop. On and off heavy rain tomorrow, isolated thunderstorms, especially in the morning. The hail tomorrow, I'm not really concerned about severe weather tomorrow. Pea-size hail, without a doubt, it's a possibility. Maybe some nickel-size hail, and winds tomorrow 40 to 50 miles an hour. The low tornado risk, that's mainly this evening. I can't rule it out tomorrow. The threat's not zero, but it's pretty close to zero. So what do you need? You need to stay updated on the forecast. You may need to adjust your outdoor plans this evening. You're going to need to adjust you plan on adjusting those plans tomorrow morning because it looks pretty wet tomorrow morning, and you need to download WFA Plus to your TV. It is all quiet here right now. A couple little spotty showers. They try to tower up and the cap just tamps them down. That's the Metroplex as we look across North Texas. One little thunderstorm out here that's now in Young County. It's not severe, but finally that's the first lightning strike we've seen all day. That's quite a ways away from the Dallas-Fort Worth area. There's 8 o'clock tonight. Look at that. The cap holds strong at 8, 9, and the watch may be issued, may be canceled. So the bad news is there's a tornado watch until 10 o'clock tonight. The good news is it may be canceled in the next hour or so because the cap is winning out with these thunderstorms. There's 11 o'clock, there's midnight tonight. All quiet, okay? Maybe a spotty shower over the next couple of hours, but if the cap is able to break, if there's a weakness in it, then thunderstorms will tower up and turn severe very quickly. 3 o'clock in the morning, here comes the rain. There's 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m., there's 7 a.m. It's going to be a wet Saturday morning. Mom, Dad, if you wanted to have, the kids were going to have an event tomorrow morning outside, probably get to sleep in. I'll have your weekend thunderstorm timeline all coming up.
Meantime, the evening rush is well underway and the rain could make driving dangerous in some areas.
Yeah, Richard Solomon's watching the road conditions in Collin County. How's it looking right now?
Yeah, Cynthia, Chris, the only rain that we saw earlier today was around 3:30, and that lasted for 5 minutes or so. Right now, we're in Melissa. We are not too far from the Buc-ee's over here, if you're familiar with this area. This is 75 South. And look at the clouds. I mean, look at the roads. It's just a normal Friday evening at this point. Now, you'll see the clouds are kind of dark. We've been watching this all evening long. We've actually been all the way up to Van Alstyne, came all the way down. And this is mainly what we've seen so far. But I can tell you over to our right, the sun is starting to peek through a little bit. You can see that horizon out there. Now that cap that Pete was talking about has held up all day for the most part. And this is a good sign, but it's better safe to be sorry. So we're gonna stay out here and man the roads. I know Stacia Wilson is watching traffic for us. Stacia, how are the roads looking right now on your end of things?
All right, thanks, Richard. Well, they're still dry, so obviously that's helpful, but we're also dealing with the Friday evening rush hour. We have a major accident. This is in the southern portion of Dallas, right along I-35E. You can see those northbound lanes right there at Loop 12 are down to 1 lane. Let's go ahead and take a look at this backup. It is growing quickly. It's this stretch of red here on your map. Again, I-35E, the exact intersection. We're looking at it from our Loop 12 camera. It's right there at Ann Arbor. So just be aware aware of that because, again, that congestion is growing rapidly. Also, just taking a look over in the Kaufman County area, we've been dealing with this the last couple of days. You do have emergency road work going on along Spur 557 eastbound at US 80, still down to one lane along this stretch after those storms moved through Wednesday night into Thursday morning. Another area I want to point out to you just to the west of this location, also along US 80, you can see traffic very heavy right here at Collins. We're watching a backup, no major problems there. Just again, if you were heading east, so this is in the Mesquite area along US 80, right there at Collins, it starts to really slow down and that backup lasts for a good mile or two. So those are the areas to watch out for right now. Tarrant County moving right along. Guys?
Well, Station, now's the time to download our free streaming app. If you haven't already, you'll get the latest forecast and access to live radar anytime on WFAA+. Our team of meteorologists will be giving you live updates all evening, and the app is free to download to your TV.
Dallas Wings guard Arike Agumbawale is facing a battery charge after an arrest in Miami just hours after winning the unrivaled basketball championship. The WNBA star is accused of punching a man at Club 11 while he was trying to escort her out after a separate altercation. She was arrested without incident and has posted a $1,000 bond. The Dallas Wings say they're aware of the incident and will comment further once they've gathered more details about what exactly happened.
Tonight, we know why the bomb squad says an area of Dallas is all clear. This morning, the Dallas PD shut down several streets downtown after someone reported a suspicious package near South Griffin and Wood Street. Officers called in the bomb squad to take a closer look right at the height of the morning rush. Now sources tell WFAA it was just a small personal alarm that someone tossed in a trash can. Authorities were able to reopen the intersection before noon.
Now to a conversation you'll only see on WFAA.
Yeah, tonight we're going one-on-one with Dallas County District Attorney John Cruso, who just lost the primary to Judge Amber Givens.
There's no Republican running, which means Judge Givens is poised to be the next Dallas County DA. As senior investigative reporter Tanya Iser explains, Cruso is reflecting on his years leading the office and decades inside the criminal justice system.
If you're poor, you don't get ripped off by the criminal justice system.
John Cruso won the Dallas County District Attorney's race in 2018.
It's time for real criminal justice reform.
He came into office promising change.
This county and this nation is just tired of the ugliness.
Cruso has spent decades inside Dallas County's criminal justice system, first as a prosecutor, then a state district judge, and since 2019, district attorney.
What I am is a problem solver.
That's how John Cruso says he wants to be remembered.
That.
We sat down with him as he reflects on nearly 8 years leading the DA's office after losing the Democratic primary.
How are you feeling about the results?
Well, disappointed.
As district attorney, he drew criticism for directing prosecutors not to pursue some low-level theft cases involving first-time offenders.
The idea that we created a crime wave was false.
What did you learn from that experience?
What I learned was there are lots of other DA's offices in the state and around the country that don't prosecute those cases, and they just never said it.
He says he's proud of the office's work reforming Dallas County's troubled juvenile justice system.
There was a lot of angst about that, a lot of upset people that it pointed fingers, or it pointed fingers at us too.
Cruso says the office also confronted past mistakes, including Dallas County's recent declaration that a man executed nearly 60 years ago was innocent.
To take a case from 1956 and recognize that the system probably intentionally killed an innocent man, that's significant.
Cruso says the job is bigger than most people expect.
Every DA in the state of Texas, who I know, myself included, is unprepared for the complexities of this job.
As for what's next, Cruso says it's too soon to say. In Dallas, I'm Tanya Iser.